on one. Yeah, what's good? What's going on? I got here something I wrote. It's real short. It's called a 3-point formula for enhancing your self-discipline. So I'm gonna just break that down real quick, and we're gonna start with a quote. It's "He who conquers self conquers all." That's by Swami Vivekananda, this Hindu philosopher from the late 1800s, who they basically accredit him for bringing Hinduism to the status of a world religion. And he basically brought Hinduism to the West. And basically what he's saying is that conquering yourself is the foundation upon all of your different life elements. That's what I extracted from that. So you think about like relationships, success with personal goals, even I think like things like health and wellness, those are all contingent upon having your ability to control yourself and direct your own life on point. So I'm going to get into 3 things real quick. Number 1, take responsibility at all times. Basically, take responsibility for everything like that happens to you. The tendency for most people is to allocate responsibility onto other people for like specific things. I even did a blog post earlier this week that broke down some examples. But what do I have here? Always look for the reason why you caused something to occur, not the other person. Even when it's obviously their fault, because that's really the most powerful time. Always try to figure out what you personally could have done to have prevented a negative situation. And then, and also like, what people tend to do is say, it's my fault because I shouldn't have trusted this person. You dig what I'm saying? So that's not really taking responsibility. That's still delegating responsibility to someone else, but not really taking it. And what happens when you do this is your brain starts to go to work on how you can be more sharp and point up to different factors in your life, things that you weren't actually concentrating on or aware of before the fact. And you actually start to like begin to see your problems as training mechanisms for you to enhance yourself and be a better person. So that's step number 1. 2, create a conquer self time block that you adhere to every day. Morning is best. So basically set aside a period of time every day, even if it's like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, particularly when you first wake up, that you dedicate to doing things like reading, meditating, writing affirmations, maybe a particular goal that you're on, exercising, whatever it is that you do to get your day right, study Kabbalah, yoga, whatever. So when you do that, what you do is you orient your mind to put your advancement as a priority. You set your day off with the correct kind of energy because you're already building yourself up, but you basically subconsciously condition yourself to see yourself as a person who's advancing, and you change your self-image by making that habit. Make it a sacred time to yourself that other people respect, so do what you got to do, put a sign on your door, talk to who you live with or whatever. Don't make an excuse and say you don't have time. Turn off the television, wake up earlier, do what you got to do it. There's no excuse. 3, pick up a discipline and broadcast it. So take up something that you'd like to do with yourself, whether it be exercise, we talked about yoga, maybe martial arts, maybe writing. For me, early on in my life, when I was in high school, it was drumming. I took drumming very seriously. And then broadcast it, meaning have someone else hold you accountable to be successful with that thing or to progress in that endeavor. Because there's a psychological mechanism we have that makes us instinctually want to protect our reputation. Most people protect their reputation like a superhero protects, his identity. So if you know that someone else is going to call you at a specific point in time and say, okay, what's going on with this thing? And you're going to have to cough up, where you're really at. You're much more likely to get things done. What do I have? Oh, I'll give you an example. There's a lot of times where I don't even really feel like blogging. Keep it real. It takes a lot of work and a lot of time. And there's a lot more to it than what most people realize by just looking at the end result. But one thing that keeps me going is visualizing the impact that I have on people's lives. So, thinking about someone being touched by something, or someone actually having knowledgeable insight into an actual problem that they have with their life. It's like I'm responsible for a certain thing now because other people are involved, basically. In fact, it's called Today's Transcendence. So the title itself implies that I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, post something every day. And I have been for like the last 4 months. So there's already like a habit, like what's it called? Like an unsaid contract that there's gonna be some new content up every day, every weekday at least. Really? You had a question?
I had a question based off what you said earlier about getting objectives done. You said get